Hi everyone, Sue from Mixed Media Craft Time. I'm here today to do a prompt from Nina Ribena's Facebook group. Now the prompt for this month is words, but we're also using a mood board. Now I've never used a mood board before. The idea is to take inspiration from one of the pictures, and this is a screenshot of the mood board. So you can see there's a flower here in pinks. There's looks like a water with a cloudy sort of grey picture. There's a lock, a rusted lock with a blue background. It looks like a door or something. And then there's a whole stack of looks like printing blocks for numbers and letters and things. So that's the mood board. And the idea is you use that for inspiration, and you can create anything you like. So what I've done is I've gone along and pulled out some things that I'm going to try to use. I may not use them all, but we'll see how we go. What I did was I took the blue from there and the lock and the letters and numbers there, and I think I've also grabbed some pink paint just to brighten it up a bit, maybe. I'm not sure if I'll use it or not, but I'll show you what I've pulled out anyway. Alright, so let's see, I've got all the blue sort of paints that I've got. So I've got Sky from Dina Wakley, I've got a Jo Sonia's Cobalt Blue, Jane Davenport, it's a blue, light blue. Then there's the Jane Davenport dark blue. I also have a Montmark Cobalt Blue. And I've also grabbed out an umber, Dina Wakley umber, in case I need to darken the page. Now, as I said, I've also grabbed some pinks. That's a Kaiser colour blossom, the Jane Davenport pink, and Dina Wakley magenta. So I'm thinking I might use those ones to brighten the picture, but we'll see how we go. So that's the paints I've grabbed out. Now I've also got gesso. I've also got some tissue paper, because what I thought I would do is I grabbed out all the stamps that I have that have numbers or letters on them. So what I plan on doing, and there's some in this little bag as well, I'm not sure if I use these ones because these are quite small. What I thought I would do is just randomly stamp, I do have these ones as well, which are even smaller again, to some wood ones, so I'm not sure if I use those. What I'm going to do is randomly stamp on the tissue paper the different letters and numbers. I also have, for my focal point, I've sort of grabbed this sheet out, which I acquired, I don't know, a long time ago. It's a 3D glitter decoupage sheet that I grabbed, it looks like from my craft shop, and I thought maybe I'd use one of the locks on this one as well as my focal point. I've also grabbed, I have a little bag of, they're very fine cardboard or chipboard keys. They're very fine. Might be easy to see if I put them in there. They're slightly different designs, so I'm thinking I may use one or two of those as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Dina Wakley Media Journal, with the one with the different pages, and I've chosen the canvas one, mostly because of the texture. I thought I'd try to get the texture into my my page. Alright, I'm going to speed it up. I'm not going to talk all the way through. I think it will be pretty self-explanatory what I'm doing. Of course, if you do have any questions, you can always pop them in the comment box below. And hopefully what I end up with looks okay. So, alright, where to start? Okay, now it's not fully dry. It's actually a little sticky still, but I'm going to go with it because, well, I want to get it finished. So what I thought I'd do, I've got to trim off those, and then I'm going to put some gesso over the top. Oh, actually trimming is a little tricky because you don't, the edge is sort of a little uneven with the fraying. I wonder how it will go, whether the paint will actually stop it fraying. I hope so. Okay, that I think will do. Maybe not a bit rough around there. Alright, I think that will do. Okay, now what I thought I would do is put a little light coat of gesso. Just roll it on. Excuse my noises. Everything's buried on my table. While that was drying, I was doing something else, so that sort of all got pushed to the side, and now it's sort of buried. Alright, so I'll put a bit of gesso on my palette here. And I've got my small roller. Alright. Now I'm going to have to, of course, let that dry. While I'm doing that, or while that's drying, I have to have a think about which one of these I'm going to use and how I'm going to use it. Alright, I'll be back once that's dry. Okay, it feels dry enough now. What I've done is I had a bit of a rummage around, and I've decided on this particular one. And what I've done, because it is small and I think I need something a little bigger, I've sort of grabbed a bit of cardboard, corrugated cardboard, and I'll try to, let's see if I can get a bit more of that off the bottom. And what I'm hoping to do is layer that onto there, and also put in a bit of music paper. Now this is quite vintage and it smells quite vintage, so I thought I would use up some of this. It's actually quite flimsy and very fragile, so what I'm hoping to do is put that as a layering underneath, just so you can see the edges a little bit. So I'm going to have to tear that around. It's actually tearing not where I want it. Okay. Alright, so if I can tear it a little bit more to get the size that I want. Okay, let's have a look. That might be a bit too big still. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Sort of, I'm thinking maybe a centimetre around the edge. That's not too bad actually. Just a smidgen off the bottom, I think. Maybe just sort of square it off a little bit, so it's a little squarer. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, yep, I'm quite happy with how that's going to look. I was going to use some pink in the picture in my work based on the pink that I can see there, but I'm not really sure how I can do that unless I just put a very light sort of smudging on the background. Might just give it a little bit of a go before we put that down, just with a baby wipe. Just pop a little bit down and just very lightly, just like that, just in a few places maybe. Okay, now I just want to rub it back a little bit because I don't want it so obvious. I just want it as a hint in the background. Okay, I think that'll work. A little bit more. Yeah, maybe around the edge. Okay. Okay, I think I might leave it at that before I get too carried away. Okay, so I'm going to distress the edges using some potting soil ink. It's archival ink. Very, very flimsy. Quite ironic, we're distressing the edges using the ink, yet the actual paper is quite distressed anyway. Now I'll do the same with this. Undecided about this actually. I was thinking maybe I should back it onto some cards so it's a bit thicker, but if I do that, it is in my journal, so it'll be very thick in the journal, and I don't want to make it too thick, because by the time you put a bit on every page, it's getting quite thick, and I do like them to still close. Alright, what I might do also, I have dug out they're like, I don't know what they are, they're rubbing somethings. I'm just thinking to try and get that rusty colouring. Where's a bit of paper or something? That's very brown, that one. Maybe a little bit of that and a little bit of another one. So I'm thinking I like that rust. This one's more rust. Okay, we might try a little bit of all of them. How's that? Just on the corrugated cardboard, I think. Which one do I actually use? Oh yeah, that does come out quite rusted there, actually. Ooh, I do like that. Just see if I can show you. It's a bit hard to see. Yeah, you might not be able to see it, but it's definitely got a rusty sort of a look to it now. Let's just have a look where that sits. Okay, what else we got? We've also got a bit of a gold here. Let's see if that does anything. A bit of that as well, why not? And a bit more of this on the edges. Whoops, I have it all over me. Let's have a look. Okay. It's a bit hard to see still, but yeah, might just put some on the edges of this too. And this one as well. Oh, why not? Just get a bit carried away now, I think. Just might go a little bit less on the... Alright, okay, I think I'll stop now. Alright, I'm quite happy with that, but what I might do, the key that I'm going to pop on there, might help if I actually put it the right way. I think I've been putting it upside down the whole time. Great. Alright, I think I'll take that one. And I might actually rub this onto here, and I need something to lean on. Let me see. A bit of acetate will do. Certainly messy. Give it a little bit of gold so it sort of looks like old gold. Now I need to outline it with black, I think, just to make sure it stands out. Alright, now that I'm totally filthy, It doesn't seem to come off very easily either. Okay, let's get rid of those for the moment. Alright, I need to go around the edge of that key. I'm thinking a black Sharpie might be the best option. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Now, somehow I've got to make it so that that can be seen on that page. Excuse me. If I hang it or something, thinking it might be nice hung on there. Maybe if I move that over a little bit, smooth that, get rid of that. Oops, sorry. Okay, if I hang that, maybe if I get a brad and hang that onto there. I don't know what I'll hang it with though. I need some sort of a chain, I think. Although, let me think. What could I use? Got a paper clip sitting here, but I don't think that's going to be of much use. Might have to go and have a think. I will return. Well, after much fiddling, I have finally attached it. I found some old broken jewellery, and I've attached it to a little chain and a little, I think they're called lobster claws, and then I punched 2 holes in my page to hook that around. Let's see if I can raise it and show you. It was not easy. It was a little challenging for me. I don't know if you can actually see it there. But, you know, when people say to you, why are you keeping all that stuff? And you go, because you'll need it one day. Well, that's what happened. I kept it and I needed it one day. So I'm quite happy about that. Now I'm going to stick all of this down, just using the craft glue. And then I think maybe it will be finished. Oh, except I have to come up with a word, which will probably be my word for the year. Would have liked to have gone a little bit over, but when I was trying to punch the holes, trying to get the crocodile in there was quite difficult. So I got it where I could get it, and that's about it, unfortunately. Alright, and roughly about the middle, and finally happy with that. I might just see if I can go around the edge in the black just to make it stand out a bit more. Don't know if it'll work, and of course now it's got glue on it, it's even harder. Okay, alright, now I've just got to come up with a word. Let me think. Something for the year. Oh, I might have a think about it, and I might come back while that's drying. Be back in a moment. After much thinking, I've come up with it. I'm going to go with persevere, simply because I need to persevere with a few things, both professionally and in my art as well. So I thought that was a suitable word, and it also kind of goes with the whole image of a lock and key as well, I think, too. Alright, so that's my response to Nina Ribena's week 1 prompt with the mood board. So that's what I've come up with. And again, here is the mood board. So again, I've used the colourings, the blue colourings, the lock image, the letters and numbers in the background, a little bit of the pink. Yeah, very happy with it actually. It's turned out really well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.